Hello, Aqua. Welcome to your bonus reading. I appreciate you for being here. And I want to make this I think this will be the theme for the next week as well. But I obviously just wanted to do a bonus reading for Aquariuses. So this is definitely a let me gas you up type of reading, type of energy. We're going to see all of the things that you will overcome and just different things. So without further ado, we will get into your reading. And in order to, facilitate this energy exchange, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And let's get started. What is the current energy surrounding you right now, Aquarius? We're going to find out what is the current energy at this time for you, Aquarius. So I'm definitely getting the sense that you are, leaving the energy of negative self-talk. You may have had some heartbreaks in the past, maybe your partners or people that you knew or thought you knew really well, really instilled negative beliefs. But right now I see you finding the courage and the strength to really, change your destiny. And you're moving on, you're recovering from whatever hold people thought they had on you. You've gone from, being very prideful to, just wanting to move on with your life. We have the number 8, 3, 11. So you might be seeing 11, 11. Number 3 again, talking about the Empress. So not only have you found the strength and the courage to move on, you also are nurturing your abundance that's coming in. So when you let a lot of things go, you can finally, it's like I always use this metaphor. If you're holding on to something and like trying to pull it towards you, even though it's leaving and fleeing away, then your hand is closed and you can't receive the next thing that is there. So you're definitely taking some different actions. You're evolving past. You're evolving. The Death card is the card of endings and beginnings. So when you have an ending, you can see right after the ending is a beginning. Number 13 comes to 4. So you have the number 3, 3, 3. 13 with this 4. You might be seeing that. Different things, 4 and 8. But yes, you're definitely organizing and deciding what you want out of this new cycle. You're transitioning and you're just at the beginning right now. Like I said, you just left this era of negative self-belief, negative self-talk. And like I said, you may have had some help with that. That's the energy, though, that is surrounding you. Let's get 2 more cards to see what energy is surrounding you. So at this point, you're at a point of celebration. The number 3 coming up again. Like, come on now. 3, 3, 3. I know you're saying that right now. So celebration, there's creativity too. You're nurturing your creativity. You're moving on. You're recovering. And it definitely feels like a reason to celebrate. It's just your happiness is coming through. Could even be meeting new friends. Maybe your friends were the ones like discouraging you before. So you could just be meeting new friends right now. And that feels like a reason to celebrate. So since we have the number 3 here 3 times, I want to, their last card just popped out. But since you have the number 3 here 3 times, 3 is that number of ideas, expansion of ideas, growth, and the first stages to completion. And speaking of completion, we have the number 10. Ten of Pentacles. The card about wealth, about financial security, stability. You're ending out a cycle of, you're ending out this cycle of scarcity. You're ending out the cycle of not being enough, not being, or, not even being enough or having enough type of energy. And since you're leaving that behind, you can finally get to the end goal, which is this Ten of Pentacles energy. You definitely are not living in the past. You're not letting anybody who had access to you go and get in your life now. You're releasing the fears that people set up within you. So if you don't naturally have fears, people will create burdens in order for you to, basically lower your expectations of them. So that's a key manipulating trick that they will do, like try to use on you in order to, use your inspiration to create. You're very creative. You're very fun to be around. You have that good energy. So people will manipulate you in order to keep you around. But you're releasing that. I can see that. Let's look at what are some of your strengths. I did just look at some cards. Some that came out was the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Let's take a look and see what are your strengths here. When you're moving to this Ten of Pentacles energy, I feel like I want to keep this on the side. But when you're moving into this Ten of Pentacles energy, what is your strength? Let's see. Spirit, let's see. What is Aquarius strengths, Spirit? So you definitely have that ability to view things differently than everybody else around you. Man, look at this. The number 3 again. The number 3 again, which is also about communication and creativity. So you have the ability to, create on a different level than other people. The ideas that you have are so far ahead of everybody else because you are an Aquarius. So your ideas are really out there. And, your perspective, you really see things in a way that people have never seen them before, never thought of them before. So that is your power. Let me check on the chat real quick. Hi. Thank you for liking. I appreciate it. All right. What's some more strengths? I feel like you have the ability to really accept the things that went on and find peace very quickly, where people will definitely, there's some people out there who will hang on to something and be in this stuck position of being in delays, being indecisive, and things like that. Should I move on? Should I not? Not you. You're someone who is I'm ready for change, and the faster it can happen, the better. So you're definitely in a place of, also, if you even make mistakes yourself, you're very forgiving of yourself. And the way you find peace is to forgive other people as well. So right now you're recovering. It's definitely, you have the ability to look at things like they're not losses. You're seeing the number 5 here. These things are not losses. Like I said, the number 5 is the number of change and also the number of freedom. So if you were in a bad deal, bad contract, bad relationship, the only way that you can get out of it is to first take that first step of leaving that person alone, and then going ahead and dealing and recovering. And you don't stay in that recovery mode for a long time. That's just not you. We also have the Star card. Star card is telling you that there's a lot of hope within you. Your hope is a strength right now. You are someone who definitely has a lot of faith in yourself, a lot of faith in whatever, source that you believe in, because I feel like you have seen it over and over again show up in your life. just having to use your strength, call on yourself, call on your own faith, and know that these things are working out for you. That's something that you have regularly had to do your whole life. No matter what troubles came upon you, you're the type of person to, you know, you're very spiritual. Even if you're not religious, you're just very spiritual. You, like I said, you always knew all is well. That's your strength, is being positive. You're not like a toxic positivity person, but you, within yourself, you have a lot of strength in you, and you use it. You also, like I said, with the change card, you're also very good at rebirthing yourself, rebirthing your identity. You have the number 1 here, new beginnings. You love new beginnings. You love moving on. You love, if something's not working out, you're like, okay, how can I clear this all out and get to exactly what I want out of life? Definitely someone very fun. So I said people would love to be around you because they, can sense your energy. But you also have to be careful because good energy brings leeches a lot of times as well. And I know you know that. Not necessarily questions, but I'm only checking the chat periodically. You're very good. Your strength is ideas. I do have some. I am asking the deck questions, so if you have something that's more general, then I can try to see in the shuffle. But yes, you have an abundance of new ideas. You are very creative. Even this card is your energy all the way. Air energy is yours. Very creative, mental energy. You use your mind in order to get the things that you want out of life. So that is very much all of your strengths. I feel like that pins you down perfectly. So let's see what type of challenges want to take hold right now. Like I said, you are very careful to not let people manipulate you because you've learned that over the time. I feel like these two energies, the sun and the star, people can, like I said, sense your spirituality. They can sense your positivity, even if they can't really put their finger on it. They know there's something about you. So when people sense that, they also have the ability to say, okay, I'm going to try to use this like for my own personal gain. Not everybody is as good-hearted and as spiritual as you are. So I'm using a tea leaf deck. So any troubles, any challenges that would be happening is like someone trying to get you in trouble, trying to like a frying pan. A frying pan means like applying the heat, So we also have FF, frying pan, and the funnel. So a period of frustration, lessons to be learned. So these are just the troubles. Not even the troubles, I would say the obstacles, because you are someone who is, like I said, when there is something here, you're always your mental energy. So you're always looking for a way to change the perspective, change how you're viewing things, and release these worries of the past. So definitely someone that could have been causing you like some sort of grief, and like a relationship that was causing some sort of grief. And now if you're like, say you're like a musician, you went through a bad breakup and now you're like making music about it. There's something that you're going to do to reuse this. So definitely an arrogant person, someone who is boastful, and like I said, very manipulative as well with this energy. They know how good you are, how good you were, And of course they want to, you know, use that for their own goodness. Very much like, even if it was like a boss, they were being like shrewd, like in business. So like I said, just very manipulative. This could have happened in February. That's your birthday month. But yeah, you could have just really saw the true meaning of other people around that time. Very introspective. If that's your birthday month, you probably become, you know, way more thoughtful about what's going on at that time. So let's look at the guidance. How can you deal with this energies, and how can you protect yourself? What's the guidance right now, Spirit, for Aquarius? Guidance is definitely releasing any fears. Nothing, no weapon formed against you will prosper is what I'm hearing. No confusion at this time. You are keeping your mental space clear. The number 9 could be connected to you. The number 9 is about completion, and you're ready to, you know, enter those last phases of, you know, the ending of this situation so that you can reach your 10 of Pentacles, wealth energy, family energy, long-term love energy. So at this time, it is important for you to use your judgment, being very clear about your boundaries, directly communicating what you will and won't do, being clear-minded. This air energy is all of your energy, so definitely making sure that your mental is taken care of. Some more guidance. So your intuition at this time as well is something that you really have to rely on. Your intuition is very sacred. It's where everyone really gets their bulk of their knowledge. Is from their inside of themselves. So you really have to trust yourself at this time to make these changes, to, you know, lead you on this path, and trust that it will, you know, work out. Things will all work out. That's one of your strengths, as we saw in the strengths part. So another thing for your guidance at this time is focus on new projects. Be very ready to create. Use your inspiration, your willpower, and there's a lot of potential for growth here. The number 1 is about growth. We've got the 1, the 2, the 9. So it looks like 9, 1, 2, which is like the death card. It reminds me of when you have that ending, that 9, 10, you start over again at that 1, which is 10. But after you have the 9, you start over again, is what I mean. So how can you begin again? If something try to steal your power away, then how can you, you know, begin and create again? Which is was the, you know, working on your own beliefs. Go against the grain, get your freedom back from whatever institution that you were in, or whether it was like a relationship institution, religion, whatever. You're getting your you're taking your mind back, and it's all up from here. So abundance and fortune is following you. You're the one that has to be, you know, open, creative, creating new things, new ventures. All of the opportunities for wealth are surrounding you. You just have to be the one that taps in and say, well, what do I want my end? What do I want this 10 of Pentacles energy to look like? What do I want next? You know, what type of partner do I want? What type of job or what type of business do I want to run? You have to ask these questions to yourself. Put them in your subconscious mind, which is the Moon card, and the High Priestess card is about your subconscious mind, the divine that's hidden within you. the secrets that you hold within you, and pulling those out and making that be your success, and not relying on any other person or any other thing for success. So let's take a look at your positive outcomes with the tea leaf deck. What's the positive outcomes? Couple flying out. We got news is on the way. Definitely some news is on the way. Intuition. Using your intuition, psychic ability, trusting yourself. You're definitely stepping into a whole new experience, one that you really couldn't have gotten to if you didn't use your creativity and all of that stuff. You're defending and protecting your good energy. You don't have to physically defend yourself. It's just all about protecting your energy and shielding it from people who would try to take it. So right now, you're definitely getting back to the basics. It's something that you really enjoy doing, something that felt very creative, but you just haven't been doing it because of, maybe just time, work, people were getting in your way. But now you're back to paying attention to the things that you really love. So let's see your angels of abundance, and we will wrap up the reading. So what does the angel of abundance have for you right now? What message? What message does the angel of abundance have for Aquarius? So in abundance mindset, this is also dealing with the air energy. Air energy. You are the air. You are that creative energy. When you see the Ace of Wands, even the Ace of Pentacles, it has that air that's holding whatever is there. So it's that water bearer energy, if you ask me. But yes, air controlling whatever element. So abundance mindset is, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you getting to this 10 of Pentacles energy. So if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. So it's really about tapping into your mental energy, that Queen of Swords energy up here. It's about tapping into that and knowing that there really is no other time than now. The time is always now. I know we have clocks and watches and things, but the time is always now. It is always now. So if you ever have anything that you looking to have in the future, quote unquote, then you have it now. If you see yourself in a perfect relationship in the future, you have to have it now. That's why there's this Bible verse. I always get a lot of information from a lot of places, but it's a Bible verse that says to the person that has, they should also be given. So it's contorted language, but what it's basically saying is, to the person that has it right now already, it will be given to, because you can't have it in the future unless you already have it now, because there is no other time than now. So I hope you understand that. That's very it's a very esoteric way of looking at things, but I know from the cards that you are someone who's very spiritual. If you're here, you definitely understand mind science, and if you don't, then your angel of abundance is definitely telling you that you have to study that and try to understand what I mean more, if you didn't get exactly what I just meant. This is your time to go within. You see the chakras like lighting up. It's your time to go within and learn more about time and having everything that you need right now in this moment. And even if you have learned about it before, you could just be being called to, learn about more of it now, because there's obviously some things that you want to clear up if you're not exactly where you want to be. Because that number is about 10, is about ultimate completion. So anyhow, thank you so much for watching Goddess Sheba video today, and I hope that you like the video. Subscribe if you have not, and I appreciate you for being here. Peace, peace, peace.